a mad 10, and I stand by that, you will get maybe 2 or 3 that have set their mind, say, okay, like me, I've set my mind right now that I don't want kids. I'm focused on 4 goals. Until I reach those 4 goals, I don't want kids. Not because it's a bad thing, but then I also feel like there are distractions. As much as we don't want to admit it, kids are a distraction. Because once I have a kid right now, the time, you know, like you guys can call me right now, oh, Jazzy, you're cool New York. I can just pack a bag and disappear. Right. Oh, Jazzy, we're doing a show here, right? I don't have to now have to find babysitter, somebody that will watch the kid.
It comes with a lot of responsibility.
So for me, I have made my mind that way. There are some people that can't do that. They feel like, okay, maybe, because me, the thing that people are getting, and as a woman, dear, I'm like, it's fine. I believe in science. And right now, if I have money, I can get a surrogate. Don't stress me. You get me? Because I have made up my mind. And it takes one out of a few women that can do that. So that's what I'm saying. You have to mentally build yourself. And not a lot of people are strong enough to do that. Because African parents alone, Kumase, will break you. I have heard things in my ears this past 5 years that I didn't even think would come from certain people in my life. That if I wasn't strong enough, like by now I would be at 3, or I would have gotten married to somebody that I didn't care about. Because the pressure, imagine they wake you up at 3 a.m. to do a whole prayer vigil on your head because they think there's something wrong with you. Imagine that as a young girl, that you feel like there's nothing wrong. They wake you up at 3 a.m. and yes, so be I went through it. 3 a.m. to do prayers on your head to find husband. Sometimes you get to a point you're like, okay, let me just give in. And that's what a lot of these girls are doing, or women are doing. I'm not speaking for everybody.
Okay, so I feel like we are kind of going off what we were talking about a little bit. But my initial question was, why do women, let's say this thing is so painful? Because maybe something is painful for me. I don't want to go through that experience again. Yeah. Why do women, and I wish I could answer this question. It's it helped me. Like, at the end of my it was so painful. But still they want to do it again.
Joy.
The joy of what?
How is pain joy?
Joy.
Joy of what?
Joy of like having a baby. Oh man, like it's like
okay.
Joy for her.
So the joy. Who is this person? Will she want to talk? I want to hear. Will she want to talk on?
Savannah will not join our
show. No, listen to me. Will she want us to give her a call and she will just talk on audio? Like I wanna hear.
Yeah.
The person like I really wanna understand, because women keep talking about there's no pain that can supersede you can't say childbirth. There's no pain. But yet 2 months after pregnancy, after delivery, they wanna do it again.
Yeah. What kind of pain is this?
It's joy.
Like more confused me my power.
Your child.
Like more confused me my power because
I created that. I did that.
Oh, so there is something that numbed that pain.
Yeah. That's like,
I mean, if there's something that numbs the pain that is incomparable.
Because I remember, like, even my birthday. I don't know if you didn't come early. I remember one of the things my mom said was, when she was pregnant with me, she went through, because I was the child that gave her pain. She went through, but the moment she saw my face, she saw my hair and all of that, it was like it took her breath away. If it be count, hold on. If it be count, it took her breath. I think it's the joy that comes from like
y'all need to make up your mind. No, it's
just like wow.
Jasmine, y'all need to make up your mind.
The make up your mind is the joy of seeing your child.
What you want to do. Is it painful or is it joyful?
Can you please call the people of
Because you cannot give our own order. Please try and get let's say like I really wanna, because you guys are saying the thing is so painful. The thing is so painful that cannot be compared to any form of pain. It's so painful.
But now it's joyful.
It's joy.
Then we say, then why you keep asking? No, we are asking you because we want to understand you. We are asking, say, it is so painful. No? A man can just sit and say, I'm not going to put my wife through this pain again. I don't want another child.
Yeah, easy.
Then this woman, a bit timid, quiet to the point, so we to go to a man for when him say,
yeah.
You have given me this second. I said, this thing is too painful. I know the man has looked at all the odds and chose you. Say, I don't want this woman to be through this pain again. Then this woman say, you are a bad man for not putting me in this pain again. You are so
pain. I need pain.
I need help, please. Women, please help me on this one. I don't get it. And it doesn't even matter how many kids they have.
No. That's a funny part.
No, but there's some women, no, we're making minds women will fall. Like me, right? I always tell people,
if pain cannot change your mind,
like, you've made your mind up and they've been through pain one.
Like me, I made my mind at the back of a Benz or whatever is 3. They take it 3. I'm not driving a mommy van. You won't catch me. I'm not driving a big car. So I've made up my mind. Say they said between 1 and 3. Thank you, Jesus.
So why did you think he should understand to say birth pain supersedes every pain?
Because it does. I'm not saying it supersedes every pain, because pain is in.
But you just said that. You said there's no pain.
No, I was saying in the context of you guys making.
Okay, let's forget about sex. I asked a specific question. As to what pain do you think say which may supersede childbirth? And I'll say there's no pain.
I really feel like there's no pain.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Say, why do you want to put yourself in that situation?
When you
how can a pain be?
There's some jobs you're going to that you're not happy, but when you think about your paycheck, is the joy. They are pushing. I'm being honest. Sometimes you don't want to go to work, but when you like me, I don't want to go to work sometimes. But then I think about the trips I have planned, my luxury life I try to live. I go anyways.
Okay.
I feel like it's a choice of the joy at the end, like the goal.
So will you understand when he says to his friend, that was a lady, right?
Yeah.
To the friend that says there's no pain that supersedes a year. Will you understand him why he will say
no.
He doesn't. He disagrees with that. Do you understand why he will say that? You don't understand why he will say that?
I support women. Thank you.
Because I mean, I
understand. I guess, like this is real life thing, because they're very confusing.
Like pregnancy takes a huge toll on you. Anything that is life and death, let's be honest. Pregnancy is.
We face life and death. Like as soon as you walk out the door, even in your house.
Good for you.
No, I'm just saying, not just me, but like naturally. We face like life and death in every way.
Anxiety that as I make her way, there's a possibility I may not come back.
When you wake up and then you're driving out, like just you need to go grab coffee. Don't you think so? You might not come
I used to work with when I was with Handa and I was online.
Yeah,
there used to be a place at Ibugas, why I travel highly inflammable. And anytime you're walking into that thing, there's a part of your mind that tells you every day you can be blown out. You could have been blown out
easily.
You could have been blown out and you still enter.
Yeah. So life and death, like that comparison, even though I get it, I feel like as long as we are alive, we face life and death
every day.
Every day.
Every day. Even, do you know? Say with me, I will now back with 2 years.
Yeah. See, life and death.
Like there are so many things that.
I like that part.
Can I get women? Oh, my dear women, where are you? I really want women to explain this thing to me.
Yeah, that part alone. So
like just be on way, it takes Obi too.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, I'm reading on Reddit. This is a question that's also being asked on Reddit, which is, and the Reddit was why do people want to give birth even if it's painful? And I'm trying to read, this is general people we don't know, and this is some of the response that we are getting. Surviving something terribly painful can make you feel tougher and build your confidence. Definitely explains why us women decide to do it. That's what somebody said. And another person said, is the joy at the end of it. It's a brain chemical thing, something we cannot explain. That's what she said. Another one also said, also is a traumatic thing that you basically forget after the child is born. Okay. And then another one said, it's because women's brain give them feel-good chemicals when they hold the baby. It's biologically brainwashing.
And Am I very selfish?
And then
So
the
say, "Oh,
next-
personally."
Personal thing, no kind of so far.
The next one is for them. The end result. The end result is worth the pain because they genuinely really want to have kids. Makes sense that it would be unfathomable for us. Sorry, I had to cut because the person was kind of going a bit off. It didn't make sense.
No. You have to. Maybe I make sense.
Okay, it makes sense that it's unfathomable for us CF folks. Who is CF folks?
Go ahead.
CF folks because
Chief Finance Officer.
because going through
Creative
pain
female.
for something you don't want objectively makes no sense. But for someone who really wants children, all the pain and discomfort is 1,000% worth it. Also, I have met a small subset of women who do enjoy being pregnant. Feeling a baby inside of you is pretty horrific thought for us CF folks. But for a lot of women, it's something they long for and find magical. Having that connection, I can relate, but doesn't mean it's not a sin. I have friends that range from pregnancy from worst 9 months of their life to pregnancy from the best 9 months of their life and everywhere in between. Some people truly love being pregnant. Giving birth has to hurt though. IDK what anyone says, but so do tattoos and people are willing to do that all the time too. It's the end result that leads people to do it. And some people, the pain of birth is worth it at the end. So it's the same thing I said. Sometimes you don't want to do, but the joy, the peace.
As I was sharing the dinner, the person said it's painful, but never said it supersedes everything.
Yeah, but I'm reading based on the results of why do women still go and have a baby after the baby.
Yeah, I mean that's what we are trying to find out.
It's the joy.
I don't think that I've been through any pain that I want to go through it again.
It's a mental thing.
Like
I have.
Been through pain that you want to go through that pain again. Personally, I don't.
Pain and kasayede.
I think pain is self.
Because maybe it be at the say pain, no.
It's not pain.
It different from.
But then if it's not pain, then why?
Why did they say it's pain?
It's not. No. All the way.
I ain't being the only woman here.
If it's not pain, why do you say it's like incomparable to
It is.
anything else?
But then I may say it's incomparable. There's another woman like your mother and your grandmother that might say another thing.
Go no kakanye that.
I went and took my tooth out. Did you forget?
Hello kakanye
I
that.
took 3 tooth
I know you
out. I took 3.
Oh, and who did wisdom?
One, two.
It was wisdom, right?
No, but then the one that I took out recently
Kaka,
was
kaka, only kaka.
cavity. Kaka is cavity, right?
Kaka a plaque, in front of plaque.
Ain't that cavity?
No, it's not.
Okay, then I've not had
It's me your fingers in your eye.
Okay, well then my body is, thank you Jesus.
Exactly.
I've had cavity. I took my cavity out.
On your kakada.
It be another.
Cavity.
It be another. That's it. I don't hear you saying I war.
Like what is kaka in English?
And they are fell that, pura fell that.
Yeah.
Approach me from sound that put you on to laugh
Oha, like elbow say bolt.
Yo.
That electronic energy there for body bulo.
Me say, and both of them say that's not sure now. It's not easy.
Yes, and I don't want our sisters to feel say we are undermining their pain.
No.
We are not undermining their pain. We are trying to understand.
Now I feel like
Because-
you guys want us to say, so, oh, your pain is valid, my
No.
pain
No.
That's not what we are trying to do.
We just don't understand how you guys say like your pain. One, for me, when you say it's a life and death, personally I think it's every day is a life and death situation. Every day, not just from pregnancy.
Yes.
And see, like that just equalizes that, like that argument, life and death. But when you say like that pain is incomparable to any other pain in the world,
Do you think you are not being sensitive to men? Because a man can never experience that pain.
like delivery,
Right? That's what I said. That pain, pain be we are say how we to be there compare.
Because I think that's my.
So maybe that's the word that you have to.
Even periods. There's been women in my life that I don't go to, you guys, I think maybe you guys know, whenever I'm on is the worst pain for me. I'm in pain. I'm going through hell. There are women in my life that don't go through that. So even when I say it, they don't. Like in my whole family, I think it was me and my grandma and my auntie that have gone through. So everybody in my family look at it as, oh, she's probably overdoing it. And I'm like, no, I'm in pain to the point I can't walk. Right?
Yeah.
It's my pain.
Your pain.
I feel like, yes, it could be like...
If women ever suffers hernia, hernia, man, the fact that we do not... There we go again. I cannot even say because I don't...
Exactly.
But am I experiencing hernia?
Yeah. Some women do.
If you...
Hernia?
I'm sure.
Oh, no, but you know they have hernia. No, they have hernia other places too.
A choice seven American. So by experiencing what a choice is that hernia no. So by experiences are pain ibia.
Yeah.
KBA can also cancer. No man will call for that pain. Also they no man. Let me be yeah. We also have pains that you do not go through.
I feel like pain is just a
pain. We do not try to say we pain your pain. But do not do that to us.
Yeah.
Because the moment you do that to us, then we have to counter. Say no. It's like some what relationship more. Not the fact that I'm not complaining. No.
Yeah.
Just a mini problem.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, maybe what problem are me who say I have to solve it and help you.
Yeah.
But men take it the fact to say I'm not complaining to you. So I'm going through this. I'm going through that. I'm going through that. Yeah. Because hey, see a transfer. I say I might be brief. Free say. Maybe more and the only reason why they feel like okay is because the men are not complaining.
Yeah.
So maybe don't trust to see I'm a show near my main pa fear.
Oh yeah.
But I have to because I know say men kwana me and their own panel they will be paid.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean say any problem. And he said if you want to give me every single 10 that you mean to me, say I'm useless and I say I'm not being responsible. Meet me, I'm outside, they don't pay 10,000. I mean, me free say, oh,
yeah.
Where does it lead us to?
Arguments.
So, and that's the reason why most men don't even talk about these things because I go back and forth, sir. You see how we started about this pain thing? You see, you just say about 35 minutes.
Yeah.
You got the middle belt, right? You know middle belt of the conversation.
I think the middle ground is pain is an individual thing. Nobody's pain should supersede another, but sometimes I may feel like it's the way of like, you know, if you're telling somebody maybe what you've been through, then you hear somebody say, and instead of cry, you've not gone through anything.
That's how you feel when you guys say that.
So I understand that. So I feel like from hearing both of you, and as a very understanding woman, and as the president of women, I will say this. Pain is an individual thing. I may feel like my pain supersedes yours, and you may feel like your pain supersedes mine. I feel like what we need to do is understand each other that, okay, I will never understand what pain that you're going through, and I will never understand what pain I'm going through, but everybody's pain is valid.
So are you going to tell women that there's no pain that supersedes, it's not a good statement? Because it's a statement that has become very common.
Yeah.
And the moment you try to, so we know Obakra a cast semwa a how I'm Obama, I say everybody I'm like to say it. Like they throw I feel like it's a guilty trip.
Yeah.
They put those.
Yeah, that's not right.
How many men go out to say I want kids?
It was in the second Vance voice note. So what's in there? So, in my body is like the body is something like memory. Like I was looking at my picture from 2018. I had a head full of hair. Like, come on. So, the body better because wow, Miss Mobia on word that, but then she has changed.
Yeah.
It's not because of I said Obabe Wama voice note no Obabe Wama. Oh my, the body best is
but I say we see I go best sound cry say the man
then so Obaneka say be a Wama or send conference and like me with your voice now like I mean
is she married?
No,
she's talking from pain. I'm so sorry.
Could be.
Paying attention to what he is saying to that. I feel like she's talking out of pain. And when women do talk out of
I
pain,
know
there are
her
certain
big
things that
sister
they
who is
say.
also married, like with kids, and she's married to like a man that I trust his guidance. Like he's very strong. Like he's a strong man. Like mentally,
okay.
you're going like he's not gonna bend, right? The man also sees as this a businessman. Like you have 5 cars in the house, you can pick up a car and go. You don't have to work.
I like that.
You have access to bank account and everything, right? But there are certain places that if you want to go on vacation, he's gonna say no.
Okay, and I support
And
that.
to him, he's like
Controlling,
safety.
controlling.
It's protection.
Yeah.
I feel like
Controlling.
It's not. It's
You know,
protection.
and
Wait, I was like, wait, why am I believing Kumasi for a second?
Yeah.
It's protection.
Yeah, controlling.
And she stays with them, right? And I think like she has a problem with the way the man like.
So she's talking out of
now I'm
pain.
looking at when I was talking to her, I was like, he provide, yes.
The 10 crown say.
Your sister don't have to drive if she doesn't want to. There are drivers available. Like I think
The 10 crown say for you, a grown-up woman, to come and live in somebody's
With his
house
house.
and to have an opinion, no cry wrong.
There's a question mark.
it's a problem.
To even have an opinion living in my house.
Say, wow, woman. Instead of making us like in the network,
So
like,
that's more of an underlining thing. She's going through bitterness.
So does it mean almost all women are going through that? Because that's the general thing. A man in a car.
Yeah.
Because if she was in her sister's position, I promise you she wouldn't be saying that.
I think she probably will.
I don't think so.
No. And I think there's this mindset.
Because you and I have seen a woman.
I think that she want either her sister or her wants to be able to also make decisions that like are fine. Like when I say it, you do it. Mm-hmm. And if you are that type of woman, like you shouldn't go for certain men. That's the way I see it. Mm-hmm. If you know it's like Bema having anyone, I trust that he's gonna take care of me and whatever. But then when he says certain things like family oriented things like that, so like decisions that will affect his family, yeah, he's gonna go with what he thinks and that's it.
Then you, the woman, you should have known that and not put yourself in that position. Like me, because I know myself, there's some things I won't put myself in.
So like sometimes or so you didn't you are warm or say anybody I'm looking like.
The moment you bring that thing in, what's that conversation?
That's what I'm saying.
What if the woman doesn't feel appreciated for what she has,
Hey,
what
I
she
wish-
have done,
about-
what
like,
she has done?
I'm not cutting you off. Like I wish somebody would like build a house and tell me so like it's my house. I can live in it. There are 5 cars in the house. There are drivers available if I don't feel like driving. I can take any car that I want. And my kids go to the best schools. We can go to Dubai for vacation. We can go to Santorini. These are places that they have actually been.
Winter, yeah.
Yes. These people don't have to come here and live a better life. They are enjoying back in Ghana. Right? And what do you care about? Like you want to feel appreciated. Like how?
No, I'm just asking.
No, like, I'm
yeah,
actually-
The question, no, that's our question. How?
there's no other way to feel up. If the man is doing everything that they're doing, then that means the problem is the woman.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
one day I stand by that. But then there are some women who also use that excuse because maybe they're not feeling appreciated.
No, I think
We
in
just
that
have to-
case,
we just
a
have to-
decision that like she wants to make. I don't know, like make a decision that feels like maybe my side is being like my contributions
It's being
is being like validated or something.
But I know a woman.
Yeah.
I know a woman that Nikuna Biya mano. Sifi Ogana mano. Tofi Waha mano. Top big cars a mano. I be to the field. Let me do the work. Take care of the kids. Ose be man no suppress.
where are they meeting these men at?
I'm telling you.
Ose be man no suppress no. Or wasting the time at Tenefi Ahenkra.
Okay,
How do you explain that? Like, how do you explain that?
let me explain real quick. Like, okay, Kumase, you guys kind of maybe know who I am, right?
Right.
Somebody like me,
I don't know.
whatever. Somebody like me, right? Mentally, I'm always go. I don't think, I think since the age of 16, I've always been that way. I've never been in a place where it's like, sit and then maybe when I was younger. But then I've always been a go. Then I marry you and all of a sudden, you want me to, I understand that maybe staying home and being a caretaker, respect to that.
Right.
But then before you met me, you know the type of woman that I am. You know that this woman is Always on the go. She always has to have something to me. One thing my parents will always tell you, I can never be a housewife. Right. Mentally, it won't work for me. Like, I will break down.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then you come into my life, you saw who I was. Then you come and then you were like, oh, I'm giving you a house, whatever you want. Don't do nothing. Stay home and take care of the kids. Respectfully, respect to any woman that does it. It might be okay for them. Yeah. But certain women, somebody like me, I will break down. It will age me faster than anything in this world. So I personally feel like it's an individual thing, Kumasi. You met the woman. Who was she before you met them? There's some girls that
but on an
so that's different. There's some
woman say, well, wasting the time. Or wasting the office or wasting the time.
There might be more to the story.
That's what she's saying. So Phyllis are wasting the time. So go to be here, Juman on when sika.
There might be more.
Instead of say Bemani Sikana until office or wasting time.
What about those? There might be family even behind putting that in her head. Like I said, some women do not have the mental.
But there's always gonna
There's always from family.
So because. You know, when you say things like that, I find it hard to understand. You know why?
There's some women that don't have.
No, you know why I find it hard to understand? To say, how is that supposed to be my problem?
It's not.
Because you cannot make a decision.
Sadly, it's not your problem, but you'll be surprised about Kwako shame deep. No, I have heard a mother and told the daughter, I know Sobema school, but could be a secret account. I know a mother that told her could be a secret account or might be a fashion in case one day or so no jaw. Imagine if they've put that in your head, so you're always on the edge. Say obejame. Yeah. You might be surprised. I understand that's not your fault. You're not to be blamed for that, but that's where she is right now.
Okay, but my point of view is say maybe the work has him. Maybe she are we you didn't come on. What did they make? Can I say? What I say? We are in it. See, men crying age be where they can be by themselves.
Right.
I'll take all the bills and everything. I'm doing it, including send this kakuma I'm not a power gun. So it doesn't feel so near Jumanes animal. The pressure of this okay. Me yes, animal winning. Now, but now be catching me say. I think say Okrano is selfish. At the moment you come to say that it's a bijao because they may me yearning in ano. It's nothing to you. If somebody only you know only to be free about 10, they can be bitching. Emma who feel say in panel pointed, yeah. Then what's the point of me being with you? Sometimes you know it's. I think Nina and my effort. Nina is a kind of choices that we make.
Yes,
because I can't. It's just
we can't just make a decision now. It doesn't even make sense. To me. For a woman to just turn around and 180 to say.
You go behind parties.
And then a Jumana or person acquiring a Juma will be making skebio. Obi Jenny Kunin in a manner ho. Aqua Juma will give $15 an hour.
You go behind
and then you sit down and say, why?
It's my
there's
money.
A friend, there's
no, I think it's more of I think it is more of they want to meet new people.
No.
I think that's.
I really feel like do the survey. You realize that.
I think that's valid too.
They say this women. I think they say they just go out there. They want to be in a setting where they will see other men, get to know other people aside their husbands.
I don't think so.
I think that's what.
It could be. That's not.
I think that's what because
that's valid, but I feel like
then the man decides, okay, since now you are working a day, it be 50-50 there. Now he's not a man.
Yeah, Bema been a best
50-50.
Bema been a best.
I feel like.
But who person? Oh, koyejuma, right? Who person koyejuma? Now just got 100%. They show.
Yeah,
and no nanche. Me empobi in for child support child care from Krano. Na me tia say skedi we are. Oh, ji usika na wo de ahye ho. Na ma say tia bills am what them.
Me see you be surprised. Obe Kumno is the parent friend.
Sometimes even men and women both. Like they just want to feel like they still got it.
Yeah, and some women like I have a degree.
Not even that.
Yeah. They're still attracted to other people.
Like,
you think so?
Like that a guy will hit on her or maybe another woman will hit on him.
I don't think so. I really feel like some women that do that, I feel like it's more of like there's somebody behind the scene. oh mommy be NLTV or Bekwakofa or Yejuma. I've heard it before.
Oh, I mean, they'll say it. These comments are always gonna be there.
Sometimes that's what I'm saying. So some women whose brain is not strong, they will fall for. Imagine what auntie from and then they may quit now. They'll buy young girl to say, "Oh, what if you? Beman obe jail wakofa or bar or Yejuma." If you hear
KJT advice,
I remember recently somebody gave me this advice. Said, "Oh, about humble, we are. Beman will go for lack of better words, right? I want to say this in English because that's how she said it. So it's like, oh, a woman that is like respectful and this, no man wants it. You have to be a bitch, for lack of better words." And this was a grown adult that told me that. She was like, "Jasmine, you need to stop this niceness and be mean to men because men like bitches." That's what she told me. So imagine, say, in my head, I know some girl right now that acts like a
the big
bitch for lack of, because somebody told.
But they can't take it when they bring it up.
There is a book that said why men love bitches.
Yeah,
and these girls are reading.
A girl tried to disrespect me one time, and I went off on her. And then all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because they say that men like that.
But no, man.
They say men like that. So
Man, this is to say I'm fun to say. You tell you that Jasmine, I can say to me. Na what's ha? One can be I feel like I have to defend myself.
Of course, yeah.
But I say, can be I will never say anything. Because if the issue has been addressed.
Solved, yeah.
This girl, she was trying to be slick. Or by with that my attitude, knowing that you know a year and any other. And then I was trying to tell her, said, when you're not seeing a yard, who the hell do you think you are? Why to tell me? We heard the news and said, "Man, why you know on your face?"
Oh shit!
It's also not.
Oh shit!
Everybody said, "Why you say that?"
Yeah,
when she was disrespecting you, nobody said that.
And this guy actually told, "Who the hell do I think I am?"
Bro, I'm going to tell you who the hell I think I am. Don't play with me.
And then when I turn around and all these guys have a smirk on their faces.
You said what they were thinking. They just
No. When the girl said that to me,
oh.
and I turn around, all these guys have smirk on their faces, including the girls. Nobody's shocked. Say,
yeah.
What can we be saying?
Like, until you react, you're the bad guy.
So I'm like, nah, this guy's gonna land today. I was like, man, why didn't I? Also now, so when I said that, oh, why would you say that? So why would I say that? Now I'm like, I'm a bad person. My wife tried to disagree. Say, I didn't have a car. Like, because a woman I would peer bontan. She will be a woman that. There's difference between body language. I don't care because we're interpreting wrong.
Yeah.
But the words that come out of your mouth today, what's the matter? Then I'm the bad guy. I did that.
Yeah.
This is the world we live in. This is the advice they're teaching us. We should act like
bitches.
Anyway, Big Mike, what do you bring to the table?
What's it?
What do you bring to the table?
What do I bring to the table?
Do this one.
In a relationship.
Yeah, what do you bring to the table?
I've heard that too many times, and it's funny because I think Sylvain say,
but we said Jasmine.
Quick one, please. Please.
Jasmine, what do you bring to the table?
I think as a woman, I bring respect, I bring honor, I bring Proverbs 31, like the Bible said, at the gates my husband will be honored because of me. I bring a woman that is here to support you, a woman that will stand by you, that will push you to reach your purpose.
Right.
Because mind you, I have to know my purpose in order for me to help another person reach their purpose. So you have a woman that together we can reach our purpose and reach where God wants us to reach. You have a woman that, this, I understand that you can do it by yourself, but you have a woman that two is better than one. When you bring an idea to her, she's going to stand by you, help you figure it out, and then we're going to get there. And then besides that, you get a fun woman, you get a comedian, you get a nurse, a personal nurse. I intentionally added that just for y'all to be upset.
This guy, yeah.
Munsi me be doctor.
Oh, I'm fine.
Munsi me ko doctor, me ko medical school. But then
you're gonna be a lawyer that when you get
I'm
into
thinking about
cases,
it.
you're confused.
No, I can be a medical
nurse and a lawyer.
But anyway, but like you get a woman that, you know, she's also figuring her life out, but she's on a path of greatness. So you get that woman and us attaching ourselves.
So that's why you bring you
that's what I bring to the table. You get a respectful woman, a woman that will
the table is very much.
No, for me, you get a woman of different values. If you want a businesswoman, you get it. If you want a supportive wife, you get it. If you want a prayerful woman, she will stand at midnight and wage war for you. So you get all of that. You get a woman of different things. Yeah.
So?
And it is proven. Thank you.
I
have a very proven track record.
It is proven,
I have a very proven track record. Okay? I'm a very good woman.
Certified lover boy.
Certified lover girl. Certified
good woman. How do you decide how you're a good woman? Where the who's a good woman?
I've been told.
By who? By our pastor?
By my man. Thank you.
Hey, this man.
I don't know.
I really want to meet this guy.
I want to meet him too. I want to meet him too.
This man.
I really want to meet this guy because me person be mistake. You know, because say na the man who table no. Anybody this is super big.
Oh no, well with me I feel like.
So I had a conversation with a friend of mine today, right? And that friend told me, said, "I call dates," and the guy now in the call dates, you know. As somebody or respected like who guy, you know, this guy is somebody that okay. This is somebody or no okay. But or free date, you know, not the both. And the guy in the Busan said, what do you bring to the table? This is what the guy asked. No, Ufili said, and he a guy, no. Busan, what do you bring to the table? Or no, not me, and he said, I'm a person.
Yeah.
Right. You trying to meet me a catch saying, me say. What if it's just worse? Get to know me. You did a home come on. Let's
That was the first time they met.
At the time I could date me two times. You need a home come on. Let's get to know each other. Who my flaws and my weakness. So what catch me say, I kind of say, what do I bring to the table? It's like say a job interview be and
that's what it is.
And the normal instance no will make me lie, because if I want to appear greater, I have flaws. If I'm going for an interview, I'm not going to tell them my flaws.
Of course,
I'm gonna tell you the MFree says what if that's not the one. MFree say it's a so you can make the decision on your own. Say if this thing that we are doing, you know, is for you, Anna. What do you think? Do you think it is good? Say, Oba say, what do you bring on the table?
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like I see nothing wrong with it. The same way when you go for a job interview, like you're trying to sell yourself, right? And then usually when you sell yourself and you are accepted as a candidate, it doesn't just stay right there. Like you go in there to prove yourself, unless you're somebody that don't care about the job, basically. And if you're looking for a relationship, I think that anybody has a right. Anybody that you go on a date with has a right to ask, like whether a man or a woman,
right?
Like, what you bring on the table. Now it's up to you to answer it the way you think is gonna be. Because I don't think a date is an interview,
right?
Maybe the questions that may come out sounds like it, but then it's not. You just want to know, because you can't tell a person, like you can't tell who a person is by just meeting them the first or second time,
right?
There is something that goes beyond like the appearance, like even the mindset, like by communicating with that person, the way she's going to communicate is going to show whether this is the person that you're looking for, whether she's lying or not. At least like you have an idea about like whom you're dealing with. And see, personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, and I think she shouldn't get angry because of that. I've heard women ask men, what do they bring on the table? And most of them answer. Most of them. Like, you know, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do this. Could be lies, but...
Do you think that question can be harsh? Because ABF said, so what do you bring on the table when I'm waiting for an answer? Like, I feel like, say, I
think there's a way to pose it.
Yes. I think a lot of things that you want to know about somebody should be able to come in a form of conversation.
Yeah.
As only Nipani didn't come on, even the way Obisi answer the questions, the way the type of person already.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But say it's kind of a bit to me. Say if you are with somebody, then okay, it's more like an interview. It's to say emphasis is here. Meno na ebi ayawo baako.
Yeah.
Na adwuma semti say me took up baby a obate ase anasa wonte ase.
No. But check it.
Like
yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah.
And this is the conversation I'm in all catching. Like the guy is asking questions like this.
Yeah, so it sounds like those, like, I want to say blind date, but like those social media first time you met. Like I've seen that happen like on TV shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, and she felt says, oh yes, I'm also Philly said,
but that's the world we live in now. Like,
yeah, also Philly says, oh yes, I'm so not. I don't want. That's for
I think so. I mean, I can understand her. But I think so. Like basically, was a person that the guy that she went on a date with, like, the way he was posing the question. Because like sometimes like, it can start from like where do you usually like to like eat, and then like what's your favorite restaurant, and then like it goes from there to like your social life, like your work life, like what do you do for a living,
Right.
or I do this, or like what about you? Like I think so. Like when you talk about yourself first and then ask how about you, it doesn't feel like an interview. It feels more of like we are having a conversation. Like I want to know more about you.
Yeah.
Like at this very moment, instead of like what do you bring on the table.
Yeah.
Right. And then by doing that, like, hey, so are you gonna have time if we have kids?
Also, the question we say, will you be okay if say me betina ifia?
Yeah, that's an interview, man.
Like
now I can understand.
Yeah, I'll say like I said we interview behind. I don't say I like this guy. I'm forced to say I'm okay with that. But I'm not gonna be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah. But me say I can frame that question and say, yeah, like my mother means a lot to me, and I want somebody that will be able to tolerate my mother.
I find it hard to ask somebody like, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
Right? So like when we're talking, like, "Oh, yeah, like I do this or whatever." Like, what? Oh, like how about you? And not every back on that. Like, what you do?
Only choice because what can do?
Like, how about you? Yeah, that's it. But like what you bring on the table, like my mom is gonna come.
Yeah, I'll say this guy is
okay with
also like a Philly guy the vibe, no. But as a guy then continue also the mom in a fancy restaurant, not like let's have a vibe. So I don't know you. Let's have a vibe. Let's get to know ourselves. Maybe Christ never had that conversation. Maybe from here we can go somewhere. Yeah. Like all of a sudden I said, "Mami answer na menko." Like that's how I honestly say.
Maybe say not so for be a catch guy and say, "Oh, who be like any potential wife, yeah." Like somebody to me answer these questions like the way he wants. I mean, there are people that are very, yeah.
Because me see, I catch him say, "What do I bring to the table?"
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a tough question. It's a really tough question.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Because you okay, so me per se, me no didn't come out. I want to know where your mind is. Because if me no any frequency back also at the moment, I say be able to like never tell. Like I want to know where your mind is.
Yeah.
You know why ubebusa question. Like I want to know where your mind is because out of nowhere maybe I have ever I say, oh, so let me ask you this question. What do you bring to the table? Like, what kind of question is that?
Are you gay?
Why are you gay?
And you answer with a serious face. Yes, well, I mean, I think that she's actually a great woman because, like, she was able to keep it according to what she said.
Yeah.
She kept her composure. But you're like, are you serious right now? Man, nigga, you gotta be tripping off my back.
Oh, God, baby. I see like OBT around the bush and the other. Nana, I didn't say opposite. a friend guy in Orange, it said she didn't like the way he, you know, he put her on the east side of the bat.
You see her
no, but
dress?
say on the make casa they be on your nest.
Okay.
Or you more you be.
All right, no way, Jimmy. Maybe when did you before?
Oh, guy in America.
Guy in America.
Bema and the minimum juba. Because a girl now. Bema and the minimum juba. And I said, no, let me call my brother and have a conversation first before maybe I go say something wrong. Because per guy, no, and Ophelia said, that's a sign of impulses. I said,
oh, yeah, it is.
On to be in control.
It is.
I'm not why a skeptic I can cry because somebody's asking out of nowhere now all those kind of questions now.
And plus, like the environment, they're gonna be such it's bad.
Yeah. Oh, see, Charlie, life, you, my nice restaurant, a ball life banda. I'm out for I feel like we go. What do you bring to the table? Oh, see, atmosphere, therefore, what you bring? Oh, what's said in plus? What it to do? About for plus, what it to do? What's what saving me?
Jericho, I feel so.
Yeah, bullying because of. I don't know. Do you think say a better trend for guys to be asking those kind of questions?
No, I thought it was there, like other way around though.
Why?
Like on YouTube on TV, like I've seen like women ask guys that, like what did they bring on the table, and I think so right now guys are like asking the same questions now. I don't.
Do you who will be here? Who will be here? Without asking that person, can you tell? Say, in the power will be to say.
I mean, who will be? I mean, like. I have to hear the person speak first. Like I don't care about like the appearance, like what they have on or wearing, whatever. But like the way they talk and how they answer questions, like not questions, like how they talk and the way they like their mannerisms. Like well, let me know it's like this person is a good person or not, and then depending on like what I need from the person, I can tell us okay, I can put this person here. The person can like thrive in this area, or whatever, and. Usually for relationship, I'm looking for somebody because I know what I can do. I need somebody that can do like that can be like that will be able to hold maybe the family down when I'm not around.
Right.
And that's all I'm asking for. Like I don't need anything else. Yeah. And I don't want somebody that is gonna like always tell me about what they have that I do not have or like what they can do that I can't do. I don't care for that. And so like that's personally, I don't look for much. It's just, you know.
So hey, it's someone about okay. Kingdom citizens say Kumasi you are mean. Oh, this year almost to them is being on top. They feel the world revolves around them. Ohimana Nama. With me actually look at Krama. Ohimana Nama said first, what are they serving on that table? When will we know what to? Then we will know what to bring. Who bought the table we are talking about? Kingdom citizen. It's not a good question to ask, anyways. Kingdom citizen. You can know what the other person brings to the table through conversations you guys are having.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what people are saying. Maybe that's how. Maybe no could data because maybe. I don't know if this time who's out the cry.
That is the hardest thing to do.
Right? Because maybe no could data. Like me, you'll be a light talk.
Yeah.
It is a if you don't, it's not about the food for me. Say be a restaurant. It's not about the food for me. Food there. Me say be a pet. It's me no you know. It's just a formality. Like I want to get information about you. It's every conversation beyond maybe per politics.
Yeah.
It's I would like to know say if your well view about things. So and I like to know about policies who believe in
and the ones
like those. I'll bring some varieties of topics.
Yeah.
It's me no me free say by the time I mean this are coming in every you know. But check us our boss na menu. By the time we free date na that means said this is the person I met to be there.
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah. But say from what do you bring to the table? Oh, not getting a job.
Yeah. Also
just say I don't know but yeah me. And then also not for girl back so. And I forgot to say there's nothing wrong with that.
Like based on what we're seing now,
yeah.
like we'll share like other like media handles are, like those dating, pop the balloons or whatever. These are questions that are coming out of there.
Yeah. So I say, who anything wrong with it? Because say a Juma na call in you say what do you beg? And the man bufu yera. So what will you even compare relationship to?
Unfortunately, that's where we are right now.
Ejuma. Like the relationship is not supposed to be Ejuma because now on an argument and I say, you're quite Ejuma more. So maybe pay Ejuma, I want it so bad. Because when you say Ejuma with the boy, I propel me, mommy carry me pay now. Ejuma is more of a selfish situation. Yeah. But when I am getting into a relationship, I'm not coming in as a selfish person. I'm coming as an open book, and I want an open book. So yes, to make sure say if we can build something together. Yeah. So until all the compares are there now, because say if say me who say a employment, I can't
prepare.
I wouldn't even have conversation. I would just say, what do you bring to the table? They said they don't judge me LST. I bring respect.
Proverbs 31.
I bring beauty. I bring humility. I bring submission. Because that's what we do at job interviews. Do you really think that somebody can have job interviews? You know, our bosses believe us. If they believe us, I feel like a probation period. Or sit down.
Yeah.
She was really furious. What was it? Oh, name say obey to the guy that called date me. But
I don't blame her.
My advice of the man, they say,
get a second chance.
Catch her and say didn't like. Explain it the way you are explaining it to me now. Me matter what.
Yeah.
Explain it the same way. Actually, never so obeti. Maybe I'll free banana.
Until
I say that you know, say this is not the thing for. Because maybe free say they say they all kind of pop the balloon. I'm out for her this shows, and they think that that's how
that's life. Yeah.
They have to approach life.
That's programming. They're like social engineering.
Yeah,
it's working.
It's crazy.
That's like these are questions I'll call all of these platforms now. Like you like you hear about it and see. I can't blame the guy too much, but I think that he.
But you cannot just go off and say I deal with him who know.
And I make her like he should have known better.
Like all can honestly all can but as a obieli brese
yeah, I mean it's bad. It's really bad. Like you don't ask those kind of questions. Like on a date, come on.
I should get it, like I should get also the way I prepared for this date, pa.
Anything is usually Ubiak when you general person. I don't know this conversation. Believe me. And the answer to me keeping composure right now was because I
didn't like opera.
Yeah.
Opera go so
Opera
go very say you know.
Cannot you actually story out?
You're the worst date I've ever been to.
Yeah, I'm telling you know. And that thing said like it's still not they need to know some kind of like just let them know.
What do you think is the best way I approach dates?
Like personally, I think that like going on a date with Vance will be like for the first time, you know. Me and Vance restaurant. It's usually like just a walk. We just go on a walk, and usually like it's very very casual. We just talk about like the things.
Walks, let's say, let's just do walk on the park.
Are you free?
On the park if you want to walk. Okay.
No, we just go there, like Chicago, like Lake, we just go there, just go sit down there, like, you know, like watch the waves, kick the sand, or whatever. And then we just talk about our surroundings, like our community, and I said, like, what you're working on, like, personally, like, no, yeah, Juma now, whatever, like, you know, say, yeah. Maybe what they see when they say this year, like yeah. I think it's like I'm usually able to connect with people based on like something that they are working on currently, like whether it's like personal or not project wise.
Right.
Like then I'll yes. Oh, no me cry I can say very saying. And then we always see what Ghana like usually like in Brown guys, you know, Ghana for the show who you like almost like motion year since and then from then I can tell like okay where you'll be like not dream of fear like as in like her life is built in Ghana and her life is built over here. She believes like making herself better because maybe I want to be now like you know like what she's doing right now. It's not something that she really want to do.
Right.
I don't have a problem with
where you are, but where you want to go.
but where
you want to go.
And on top of that, if where you are, and if you want to stay there now, be the best at it. That's it. Even if it's like a dishwashing job, be the best at it.
Go 5,000 a day.
5,000.
Well, once everybody's doing 1,000, you just do 5,000.
Yeah, but it's just like always trying to find a way out of like a bad situation. It will be like I said, me Bobo you say. Like, and I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. When it works, fine. If it doesn't work, at least I tried. I like folks like that. And like what you bring on the table, that does not really matter to me. I care more about like what your mindset is and like how you are gonna impact.
But if it's a good mindset, I think that's all it is. And I think when I'm having a conversation, those are the things that I'm looking at.
Yeah,
I'm not, because to be a good mindset, you can develop that mindset
easily.
And it'll be a good mindset. I know quite a culture say you have to do this or you have to do that.
No,
maybe the end say I'm not going to be the guy I maybe fixing problems.
Oh,
like I'm not.
Of course not. Yeah.
To say Obi or how I would say me had I need you to tame me. Like I think you need it. Yeah, you need a doctor. You know, like and somebody has actually said that to me.
I've heard that a few times.
Say me, I need you to tame me.
And there are people that say that like they have this, I don't know whether it's like an alter ego thing in their mind. They are somebody that they are not. There are people that say something bad, like say maybe they are mixing up, but then when you talk to them, like when you get to know them now, the way they act, you're like what she says she is, like she's not who she thinks she is. I don't know, say a mental problem, and that would be bad.
I made them feel say mental.
Yeah,
because
like
for a person to say, I need you to tame me.
I've heard
so it means say be a woman so yari. You should see a psychologist or something.
If you can deal with me, I mean, then like I'm surprised, and I'd be so like if you can deal with me, then you can deal with like the most, I don't know, like the worst person in the world or something like that. And then when you actually see them, and then you're talking to them like, what's wrong with you?
On so the worst of the worst.
Yeah, and see, yeah, I think so. This way shows TV like programs and programming the page in a way. So like,
but this person, this is way before I even got married. And those types of TV shows and those kind of shows. She said, almost people see to say people like me, very vocal, speak my mind. Yeah, they think say, oh, hardcore. Like they see you say, oh, hardcore. They take so much with them baggage, bro, and you should be able to solve it. Or kind of say, I mean, thanks for the honesty, but
I'm running away.
Like I think they say you need to. And
see a doctor or something.
Like they say, okay, say a man should tame you, or what should I do? Like that job itself, right? How can you tame somebody?
You can't.
Like how can I do that?
Listen, we talk with you, literally.
Then they start beating you.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, and that's the vibe that I got. That's the vibe that I got. I got say, or it's some man they want to be hating it, because say, maybe the way I'm sitting here, you have to tame me. Like you have to tame me. In reality, I'm one tame me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and I was like, man, it was awful, Charlie. Fine girl, pal, broke his arm.
We should be at the world. So what do you bring to the table? Usually, it's the one that you actually like.
Yeah, it's so nice to say. But no, I'm not.
Like you gotta sacrifice, like something has to give. Like for you to stay with that person or be with that person, like you have to give up something. Something has to give, because if not, you can't. If not, you can't.
And then people will say, oh, if you care about that person, if you care about that person, you should be able to go extra mile for that person.
It's not worth it. It's never worth it.
Like you have to say, if I say Bianca, we all can't say tame me. Okay, now it be a psychological problem. Maybe I should go look for
a
psychologist to say, be a doctor, be a over her, say, be a say this is.
I can do that for my sister. I just can't do that for somebody that like.
But I even feel so. Okradi, why lucky one who's a problem?
Why didn't you work on it?
Yeah, why would you want to wait and get into a relationship and tell another person, say, "Onun tell me"?
Yeah.
What if that person cannot do that?
Yeah, and that person's a bad person and doesn't really love you the way they claim they do. That is the the doctrine out there. So
It's crazy.
when somebody love you, they'll go like the extra mile for you. I'm like extra mile.
Will you do that? Extra mile. I don't go extra mile.
I think especially when you know what's wrong with you and you know there are solutions out there and you are not doing it.
But you know when people are sick, they don't know. They don't really know they are sick.
In your case, the person told you so like only want to like tame them, and I can't do that. I don't think I'll have the patience. To do that.
let me ask you this. I bet one girl, yo.
Yeah,
person I bet one girl, she was really nice. Some every lady, and but then and then because sit because I said pen on the other. I don't say some of them me who can me worry no.
Seriously,
Like
it draws you.
No. I say, open myself, me a cool guy.
Yeah.
Only problem so bit me date. But I have to understand the sense. I mean, me who can
So worry.
me worry no.
On my
First conversation.
kill it.
Maybe one guy.
My block.
Oh, this is this is a nice, beautiful woman.
Because
I want to turn the name on.
Oh yeah.
She used to know and she made a lot of money.
Yeah.
She know or high school no koyas. Koyas unto a time or secondary school no. Or be turn name out town. Aku school on panties in the side man. Or baba be to be aku school. I know beat woman or better on no did come on say and my kwaya away there. And also my kwaya will feel on to say be school. No say I know my kwaya bra since obetin afie ni bra na enye
business
no na ye from one no na ye adwuma no saati every year be o makwaya na okono and then she was making money. And if it will be a school no na woman and then the kotogu kwan so no mo ye no mo start China na ade na it's by the time maybe I started. Scale one home. But the problem is that no need time. It's only the answer be our Solano past 4 a.m. or Baby do feel be a 9, 10. The only time I walk is Sunday.
That's it.
And today imagine Sunday, so we never be to sorry, be 12.
And I want
So sorry, I feel about be senior man inside now the assassin no started. It's in life, no social life. Oh yeah, you must say it's not cash the one this car. She always have cash. And I'm starting no cash and I'm looking at that time so na ma me no e dey am na small shop bia ono aye it will no ko fa na ma na ba no o de ba me dey no ko no de dey akwa shop. Now you see my men kokwaso bi nti se e ba se ogbe kokwaso no ne kokwaso no okofa ne mani nyina de aba ma men de akoma no na ma men eton no so ton ne de edura no sa akosa nti oyo no ani full boss e say sika wo no ho a ti say onim business how to own. I don't can't say I'm looking at all this. If I'm with this woman, I'm not even gonna struggle with
finances now.
Oh, like I'm not. The pressure of but the pressure of arena on that kind of and I'm in school fees in this animal. I'm not gonna deal with all that. It is a many be okay with it.
So you only see a few hours in the day. A few at night.
And me imagine say beat me at talking out. I'm not taking time. It got to a point when I feel like say to me. Yeah, I could have. Because she will spend time with me and all I felt like say be I met me in that case be on park cry and be say that we could have got. But I said when I was scared.
Like coming from that side of
town. Like I was scared. I was just saying them kind of the until on one far boy be no. When they were kind of the me worry no.
Yeah.
I was really scared. And I didn't even...
I guess you're more scared because...
No, I was scared because I've never heard anybody speak like that. Mentis will be a catch will be said.
I've heard some before.
Like me say be me see so say be I'm moving with girls and I've never heard anybody say on me die be worry me. Like you have to understand say. And that it came with
So you
that.
have to understand.
Yeah,
Like,
it come with that power that it's like there's no two ways
no way
about it. It doesn't matter what happened.
It's not that and I delete.
like all of them said, and my miss was initially quite and I made so we did. But upon thinking about it, I used to have I used to have a man be a friend of that. And I'm in the chorus telling my cool baby say again I can. I not say what's because the space you are in right now, they get a Peru to be there. That's the advice that
man gave
me. Or see the space that women is here. The again come to be yet. There's no way so between be a what's is here don't mean yet. It be a next 5 years. So I don't mind put it be a next 5 years. So over to the can I say with me but see a pie jina hey to mean yet.
What if she was saying is like what kind of like you guys are gonna be together you are ready to do
I have someone on the kind of say no the opposite say to be nyan. What is that? To say the okay, so let me put in plain A. They all kind of say cemetery say man. Now what do come here? On me da. To be nyan hongo for before.
Oh,
that's all me worry. On me worry. Like what? To be go worry before. So the whole come there to be go worry before. If I want you to. So better side and I said, if this is what you really want to do, maybe the mini problem cry. But all the whole come there. Want to go for before. Stop this issue. That I said, just. And then I try to say, the past me say now. I'm also the Charlie. Come on, and then the moment you bring her in the picture now, Charlie, but then I was like, Charlie, untuminye, one that age, you know.
Were you able to like communicate that to her?
Oh, me catch her say, material can I say, but mean to mean decided what is going to happen today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, and I remember may promise be here to you. Like I have a clean heart. Many imagine say me baby up one day.
Right.
But me knew what can happen.
Yeah.
Now I can say maybe I can say okay, me no make me a casa natural. But what if something to me and she also respected that. Wow. Yeah. But I'm through like I was.
I'm telling you, this is.
I was really.
Don't get me wrong though. Because it's like I've met some of like the most amazing people from that side of town. Like we are very, very good. They are very, very honest too.
Oh no, wait, they just say me they don't pay one who very hard working.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be a you ever say be a bit me a kwabon 10. I got chile e be about 11, 12 or be kwa could do fee or be sa sorry for a makonejuma.
She's well programmed.
Like I say on that type of now I saw be my excuse no.
Yeah.
On my like on my excuse or me can say be and then I'm go you and also be out to be friend or be be able to have a fee near me or no catch us me ba. And so too a day or me ba.
Sure.
Oh, that type now ma on the weather.
Yeah.
Obi the but China for me say so say hey I have not seen a woman speak like that. With that, you know, it was kind of scary to me. I was Chiranko say
sure.
Because of that Tizo we have Tizo at the girl when you wizard now. Also be a before you wait till you wizard. And again we wizard
like whatever was share.
Yeah.
Like that's.
But if you were in that situation, what would you do?
Honestly, I don't think so. I'll even like talk to her again. I mean, I'll just so like meet and I say, but yeah, like.
Oh man, I mean, any free now we used to.
But did you ask her like why? Like,
but to me, Musano. To me, Musana, why is so important to me. But the Okan, Tiama, Philly say, who here cries who's a wine. ASL say, the older one come there, so worry me. The older one become there, so worry me.
What's it like a family rule be?
And for her to say that, and I mean, who, as a for like, I won't ever tell her. This is.
That's weird.
Yes, it was strange. I don't to say again we wizard. You wizard. But I'm going to be wizard. But she was very hard work. And I mean in the year, me say me come the store. Because those days I remember saying maybe too quiet. The last week I me call the store honum na. Me in the year that. On say a drum the marketplace and the other and I was say, hey, who kunabo? You know, state where like that. Also, we go to be whatever. Or to give up. We want to be whatever. I was hard. I can say we to be whatever. No, see how many years. Let me go live. Semi be too quick. It felt so weird. We want to be whatever. I was I don't know because we to be whatever. It's been a long time. Now, when they fine, and then he is. To say if I say be a corner be a singlet name, you know, to be torn on their back. Wow. Then the boxers and that, and oh, Charlie, she used to do me really good. Really, really good. But, and I'm not Ghana on that bandana, on that only one face. Anymore, but no, or Koteki, I know any money at him. It's no himself penny when, oh, dear, we are not torture, say. I was scared. Sure,
just one thing.
I didn't imagine it's coming too quiet. It's said, man, they cry in them too quiet. Can you trust that?
Yeah. Whether you like it or not.
She's doing really, really well, right? On the class will also start a hobby.
Oh.
Yeah. I start so anyway, it is. Kingdom citizens, they hire me first and see. Yeah, hire answer. Yeah, people have weird and I don't know what it is, but
yeah, I mean, like you can't tell a young. Well, you can because it's your body, but then like you don't tell a young man say I don't come.
Yeah, it messes me up, power.
Like, and then you think say you will come back.
Yeah, it really messes me. Listen, Nana said, Nana, they know they be our cancer on to say at this point, you know. If I think Korea to me, yeah, and I got kind of straight was on to me. Wow, to me. There's no way so with me. I said it because we name the ope. Was on them who name the ope. Like who name the know who we are and who you offer. Except who we are, we hard working. Like you are not at that place where you can say, this is what I want. Until you need to leave it alone.
Yeah. Serious.
It is what it is. I'll go for police in EB.
Let's know. Sure. Like, but I say like, everybody in your mom. I'm saying like, everybody like, oh, Ghana, everybody, I'm in your mom. So
I try it too much.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, so for back, you're elder back. I say, shit, I'm going Ghana and I'm eating the room, say, how we chef from
yeah.
Also, man, the idea I just feel like,
sure.
I just feel like you have to get in that proximity
to understand.
No, instead of we to believe we are out there.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, do you really think they be out on town? Now she will be now who know the BIO. Obviously, possible.
But who be feeling that? Say, for instance, go be no work. Say you are not maybe go any work. So like when you make eye contact. I didn't like the normal you will not do. Like you end up doing it.
Maybe you got in your feelings.
37. On the like she will be a 37. Like back in school. She can't now walk away from the school fees. My grandma can say, "Oh, friend saying, hombre, who we be?" The person mentioned somebody in their family.
They be saying they Azan for Azan. They be there Azan. They say Azan.
Yeah, but like,
do you really think say we make back on Namwe? Okay, offer you Ghana. Okay, your project. Now I kono ako share girl bi. Share no the BBI or my sika or your project. What are you Yeah, I don't think so. I think say somebody be out never come more than just and I couldn't come on a bit to be beside you.
Yeah.
I said we should be in a setting getting brave. You be somebody at town, brother.
Nah, I don't. Yeah, I think so. Like usually, like unless when you park, BB and send that.
Yeah, it has to get to a certain point.
You have to have come to your house or like like probably like taking something that belongs to you. Like what is that?
No, it's hard now for you, baby.
Yeah, and I say, I won't show no be a good.
Or the be a good
yeah. But if not, I don't see how that happens.
But I don't cry. How can you affect your mind? To say if I say be a bit more spike me drink for me to get into a movie.
It's not like I don't think so. Like it's to spike your drink, but then like once it's you come one, it controls like whatever goes inside of you, can control like your body, including events of mind. It's like I'm talking about like more be a part of be a aquajo baby. They go like just to have some influence on you. You see that?
It's hard. That aspect really hard for. It's fair deal.
No, it's because like I mean, because the thing is, man, say which means you'll be like it's like this man is very very responsible. Never be silent, and then he will come in and he will tell you say like she has to be saying man like say this and then since then. And usually, like whilst you're in it, you're not gonna feel it until it's like I didn't here or that's like until like and then like now you're back to your senses.
Big man, because say if truly those things exist the party anyway,
yes you. I'm telling you, yes you.
If those things truly exist anyway, yes you.
Like yes, seriously. I didn't used to believe in like a lot of things, but then
as you're growing.
Yes,
as we are growing, that's how I tell you, boy, about 12 so time up 7:20. That's a big bike to see you. What kind of Bible one we see you? As I said, we'll join it. Thank you guys. Bye bye.